Hello, everyone. We are back again for another exclusive Fractured Shards update, and we have something awesome to announce, and we're going to do that very soon. But hey, Dan, how are you? Thank you again for your time, mate.
I am very good. Hello, Shaun. Nice to see you again. And as always, it is a pleasure. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I think what we're going to announce is going to be kind of cool. And I think Days of Our Lives fans will be very, very excited about this. Well, I hope.
Ashley, she loves you as EJ, so this is going to be for you, Ashley. You keep an eye out of what we're about to announce. So I'm impressed with this. Hi from the Netherlands. It's 3 a.m. here.
That's 3 a.m. Good for you. Well done. Huh?
Yes.
Hello, Rebecca. How are you? Oh, why is she watching this and not watching the Steelers play? The Steelers are on right now. They're behind me, like behind my team.
I'm a Packers fan, so I have to wait until next week. So they got the week off.
The Packers are already through, aren't they?
Yeah. So they got the week off. So super excited about that. So what a great start to the week. Australian Open and you guys live. Yes. And no Djokovic, which is interesting. But yes, so I just want to give people a quick update. First, the Fractured Shards campaign ends on the 26th of January. So next Wednesday.
Which is the 25th here in Australia. I'm sorry, 25th here in LA, America. And maybe I don't know what the other dates are. I just know where I am.
Yeah, so it'll be 25th in the UK, US, 26th in New Zealand and Australia. Yeah. So we've got a few more days to go. We are at $14,000 raised so far. We're really trying to push to get up to about that $20,000 mark. So we've got some very cool rewards that we're going to show, and an exclusive Days of Our Lives exclusive, which is amazing. But I will chuck the link in the chat now. So if you haven't backed the project or haven't checked it out, I will chuck the links in now, whether you're watching on Dan's page, our Fractured Shards page, or YouTube. You'll be able to click on that link and be taken to our Kickstarter page. So, and thank you to everyone else that has already backed and pledged. That's amazing. We thank you very much, and we're super excited to get this volume out to you. But Dan, do you want to announce the 2 extra rewards that we are adding into the campaign today?
Yes, I will. And so it's what we're going to do. This is for all the EJ and Sammy fans and all the EJ and Nicole fans. So a friend of yours, Shaun, is a fantastic artist and had created a very specific kind of drawing or sketch. And I thought that would be really kind of cool because obviously out there in the Days of Our Lives fandom, you've got Ejami fans and Ejoli fans, little Ejol fans. And so what we did was we created this particular sketch for Ejami fans and Ejol fans. And we put it into a tier. And so, I mean, you want to show them what we got? So here we have, that's Ejami right there. And obviously with Ali and myself. And then we've also got Ejol fans. Let's put that bad one up there. Take your time, Shaun. It's all fine.
I can only do one screen at the.
Sorry.
My bad. A little bit annoying, but there we go. That's the other one.
And we've added Ari's the glasses in there to kind of differentiate the two blonde characters. So they are sketches that they're going to be in this particular tier. Shaun, do you want to talk about that particular tier? You know more about that, the specifics of it than I do, but we think this is really kind of cool. And also as well, they're going to be signed by all of us.
I think that's the very cool
right
part.
there. So if you purchase this particular tier, Shaun will read out the specifics, but we will be signing them for you. I mean, they're going to be signed nonetheless, but if you say, for example, don't want it to be signed, just let us know when you get the tier and we'll make sure to leave some that aren't signed. But they're going to be signed by Alison Sweeney and Ariane, Ari, and
Mm-hmm.
myself. And that's going to be part of the Fractured Shards kind of tier. So we're excited about that. Ari and Ali are super excited about it as well. They love the idea. They're all in on it. So thank you very much to those two for allowing us to use your like headshots and stuff like that we kind of copied off. And we think it's kind of really cool. And it's what is it? It's A4 size.
Correct. So it's already up on the website, on the Kickstarter page. So I'll chuck the link in again in a second for those that have come to the chat a little bit later. But it's at Kickstarter under Fractured Shards. So the cool thing is it's A4, so it's a fairly nice size limited edition print. So the cool thing about this is there will only be 50 of each of these limited edition prints. They are $150, and it will also include your Fractured Shards graphic novel. It will include the PDF pack. It will include another exclusive A5 print. And then, as you mentioned, the really cool thing is they will be signed by both yourself and either of the actresses, so Ari or Alison, which is absolutely phenomenal, I think. So to have them on board to be able to sign this, I think is really cool and really amazing. So I will chuck the link back in the chat again, because as I said, these are really limited edition prints. So they're only going to be available for 50 lucky people.
50 of each. So there's 50 of Ijami, 50 of Ijol. And I mean, Shaun will go through the process. Like, there is a possibility that you can get. Can you get both? Well, what's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah. Yep. So we've got 2 individual tiers at the moment for your eJammy and your E. coli fans.
E. coli.
What we're also doing at the moment is we're just going to limit the amount that you can add on to your rewards. So part of Kickstarter is you're able to back at a certain level, and then you have extra add-ons that you're able to add on to that reward. So what we're going to do is offer it as an add-on as well. So if you do want both, that you can do so as well. So we're, as I said, we're super excited about this because to have both the girls be supportive and let us use their likeness to do something like this is pretty cool, and I haven't really seen it done on any other Kickstarter or campaign or anything like that before.
So a friend of mine just quickly pointed me out that in America we don't have, or A4 is a different size maybe than what we've got in Australia. Do you know what the conversions are?
Yes, I can Google that for you straight away. So it is 8 1/4 inches by 11 3/4 inches. Now, the reason why we do certain sizes is that when you want to kind of get these items framed, they'll fit straight into a frame that you can get at Walmart or Home Depot or any of those type of places. So that, you don't have to kind of pay to get it professionally framed or anything like that. You can still do that and make it look super cool, but we want to make it as easy for people that want these as possible. So Yeah, so yeah. As I said, I'm just as we're speaking, adding the add-ons to the Kickstarter. But the actual 150 pledges are there, ready to go. So you can head to the Kickstarter and get yours now. So I've just done
I'm having a look at it on my phone. Are you were telling me this earlier on that you don't have the pictures, the Kickstarter pictures for it yet. So
Yeah,
the
correct.
Kickstarter pictures aren't there, but if you go back campaign, is that where it is? Do you want to go through that? Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I might pull up the actual Kickstarter page and show people where they can actually go and get it from. You just give me 2 seconds to finish the E-Jolly one off, and I will have this all ready for everyone. So
yeah.
So how's your weekend been, mate? I see that you'd already done another podcast before this one.
Yeah, it's actually been a fairly busy day, actually. Let's see. Yeah, I did the Edition Days podcast, which is really cool. I did some stuff for some fans earlier on before that, and now obviously chatting to your good self. Yesterday was a somewhat busy day. Well, not really. I went and got a 2-hour Thai massage, which was amazing. Because we're on a bit of a break now, so I'm gonna put my feet up for a little bit, which is good. So, and obviously
awesome.
got the Steelers and the Chiefs in the background behind the laptop. So just I'll sneak a peek every now and then.
Who are you going for?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. I have no skin in the game with either of these teams. I mean, I kind of feel like maybe Kansas City will win, but they haven't been the best this year. I think Pittsburgh kind of just scraped in, but this is wild card, so this is kind of like whoever's kind of the luckiest, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So let me jump in to the actual Kickstarter. Here we go. Okay, so when you come to the Kickstarter, you will get to this page. If you scroll down, there are all the reward tiers and pictures. At the moment, we don't have the E-Sammy or E-Joel on there at the moment. But when you come up to the top here, if you scroll down just a little bit to the reward part, which is this side, so that's my beautiful face there. If you scroll down this one, these are all the different reward tiers that you can get. If you scroll down to the 150, and that's Australian dollars as well, so that is cheaper in the US. Is you can you select it here. So you've got the E-Jammy one and the E-Jolly one here. So they're the ones that you can select, and yeah, so which is pretty cool. So
yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to that, and we think people will be really excited. I mean, it looks like kind of people have pledged already.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've selected that particular one, but I think once I'll do advertising for it tomorrow and everything like that. So that should be kind of cool.
Yeah, we've had someone, and I would love if there's someone here that's already commented, but it looks like someone's got the Nicole one on there. So yeah, would love to know who it is. We'll give you a shout out if you comment in the chat and let us know who backed it. Actually, I should be able to check from the back there. We have Elaine, Elaine. Elaine. So thank you very much for backing the project and grabbing one of those exclusive limited edition prints, which is we think is pretty amazing. I think as we were mentioning before, I've never seen actors kind of give up their time to be able to do something like this, which is really cool. So
yeah.
And she's on the show. You are welcome. Thank you so much. So thank you for being here as well. We appreciate that.
And also as well, so just because we were discussing before that there's a lot of first-time pledges and backers. So if you've already pledged for a particular, you can always change it. Like if you wanted to like up it or something like that. Like if you've just done the $8 one or $29 one and you want to kind of up it, you can change it and move it all around, or you can get both and everything like that. Like I think if you just say there's a higher up tier that you want, where you want all of those things, and then you get the Ijami or Ijoli or Ijol, however it's pronounced in the fandom, and you've already got a few of the things that we're offering, then you just let us know that you've already pledged a higher pledge, and then you're also pledging for this one, and we'll kind of just make sure you don't get double up kind of stuff, unless you want the double up stuff. So
yeah, so I've logged out at the moment, and have I selected the right one? No, I haven't. And you should. Now, I've logged out. So if when you come to the site, when you highlight it, it says select this reward. So say you have already purchased the main cover, and you're like, oh, I'm happy with that reward, but I just want to add on the limited edition print. When you go to this next part, so I'm just going to hit continue here. When you go to this next part, it actually gives you all the different things that you can add on, and we have added on the exclusive signed print. So you can just add that to your pledge level. As you can see, the total amount has updated, and then I go to
okay, cool. So you would if you want the individual tier on its own, you would pledge the 150. With that one there, it's if you've already pledged something and you want to add on to it, you just click add, and then you'll just get the print on its own, right? Is that correct?
Yep, correct.
All right, sweet. That's easy as pie. Pie.
So we're trying to make it as easy for people as possible. So yeah.
Excellent. Love it. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'll get my bro to do a little video or something to kind of spruce it all up, and then I'll start advertising it tomorrow. And we should get the fan. And if you want to share it around people, that'd be fantastic. I'll ask a few of the websites and things like that to maybe give it a share. Obviously, we'll get Ari and Ali to share it as well. And it would be awesome. I think people will really, really appreciate it, because there's only 50 of each in the world.
Well, this is a great question, and this is something I hadn't asked, but we can do this as an add-on as well if it's okay with you, Dan. Let me know. But Sabina said, "Will you be able to personalize it?"
Yeah, of course.
So you're happy for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll what I'll do is I'll just add a extra reward tier on there to have it personalized as well. It will be just a little bit more expensive, because it will just take the guys a little bit longer to personalize that, but we will add that in as well. So thank you very much, Sabine. That's a great suggestion there. Amelia's got a good one. How did you handle doing both Kickstarters and Days of Our Lives at the same time?
Well, I'm lucky that I've got a really good bunch of people who are doing it all, and I kind of like this little element right now. The pictures. This was I just came up with the idea and thought, oh, this is really good. And so then Shaun, with all his contacts, with all his expertise, he was the one that made it all happen. So I've got a really good team with me. We all collaborate in any way that we can. And so you've got this young man to the left of me or to the right of me, whichever screen you're looking at, I'm not too sure, who organized it all. Like, he knows the artist. We got it done, and we got it done really quickly, which is fantastic. So thank you very much to the artist. What's the artist's name again, buddy?
Yeah, I'll give Brad, his name's Brad Van Geest, a shout out. So he's done this very, very quickly, both of those images very quickly for us. So we super appreciate him dropping everything to kind of focus on those, because we are down to, as we said, only 9 days left in the campaign. So he dropped everything, got these done, and I believe he's working on one other little special Fractured Shards one as well. So I'm hoping to be able to show you, Dan, later today what that is. But that's kind of cool and something extra. So yeah. Another question we had is, does it give the US dollar amount also if you purchase in the US? So yes. So what will happen is the campaign and the dollar amount will come up in the US dollars because it auto converts on the website, but all of our imagery and all that is all in Australian dollars because the website can't update our images, but when you pay and everything, it converts it automatically to US dollars. There's no conversion fee or anything like that with Kickstarter, which is amazing. You pay in your own currency from whichever country you live in, and all of that, which is absolutely amazing. So,
yep, Kickstarter, you're a good machine.
Yeah, well, I think they're doing pretty well, type of thing. So just want to show those images again. So we've got the Ejammy. Oh man, I'm never going to get this right. So I tell you, I've already said to my wife that she needs to back the project under her profile, because my mum wants this one.
All right.
So I said to Lizzie, I've gone, when we do this on Monday, can you jump on and support that, because my mum is going to absolutely love this. I told you last time that she literally in 4 months went back and watched 3 years worth of Days of Our Lives.
That's so much content to watch
to get up to the point where you arrived.
It's crazy. That is insane. I love it, though. I love
it. Yeah.
Talk about binge watching. My God.
Yeah, Channel 9 had it on their on-demand service, like their streaming type service online. So I didn't realize that, and when I showed her, I was like, I think that was probably the mistake. But she went back to the oldest episode they had, which was 3 years ago, and just literally binge watched all that, which is cool. So yeah.
I love it. Have you been watching any shows lately?
Myself, I did a stream last night, but I really don't want to kind of say what I said on that stream, because I kind of upset everyone, I think. So
really?
Yeah. Okay, I'll quickly tell you.
I want to hear it.
Please don't bag me out. I watched The Princess Bride for the first time.
Oh, I thought you said it was going to be something bad. All right, fair enough.
It.
You hated
it?
Fair enough.
And though everyone was jumping on me going, it has 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. How can you not like it?
You don't know what you're talking about.
I did say that as a disclaimer. I don't know anything I'm talking about. It's just my personal opinion.
What didn't you like about it?
Well, I tried because I'd never watched it before. I really tried to look at it as if I was watching it in 1987 because it hasn't dated well. So
It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'd have to rewatch it.
Yeah, so I think that was a little bit hard because I'm trying to go back and go, okay, well, what else was out during this year that I kind of liked and try and think from that point. It's very hard to kind of put that up against all the digital effects and everything now. But I'm not a big fan of the humor that's that like kind of silly, funny. I like Jim Carrey's kind of the only actor that I've kind of really liked like that. I haven't been a huge fan of Will Ferrell or Ben Stiller and all of those, but that's just my humor. Where my wife absolutely loves.
What's your humor then?
I don't know. I think I'm like more serious stuff. Oh, see, I love Spartacus because
he's very funny.
Spoiler: he dies at the end. I don't know. I think I don't know why, but I probably like stuff that has more realistic or unhappy endings. And my wife is the opposite. She will literally Google a movie to find out whether it has a happy ending. Like with The Notebook, she watches it up to the point where they remember each other, and she turns it off. She's like, "Yep, done, happy. See you later." Movie's great.
Oh my god.
See, this is what I mean, mate. This is why I need to be careful.
Tatey, you pledge again because I love it. So
yeah, don't listen to me.
Don't listen to Shaun. Like he only just watched it. So like give the man a break. And yes, your mum has great taste as well. Well, actually, you know what? Here's a bit of controversy. I actually haven't seen The Notebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't seen The Notebook.
Wow.
I've seen the what is it? I've seen a few spoofs of it. Wait, this is what I was going to ask you before. Okay, you don't like silly humor. Do you not like, say, Airplane or Naked Gun or anything like that? Scary Movie? Do you? Oh, Shaun, fuck you.
Yeah. I just
Naked Gun is just brilliant. Naked Gun is
Hot Shots.
Oh, I mean, Naked Gun came like Airplane obviously first, and then Naked Gun came along, and then everything kind of tried to copy off Naked Gun. And Scary Movie I really liked. Hot Shots I really liked. Airplane obviously is the OG. I mean, I'm sure there could be kind of like, thank you, Tatey. And Naked Gun for me is just, I love it so much. I love that dumb humor. I love Will Ferrell. I love like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I mean, you might like that. That's pretty pessimistic kind of comedy. Have you watched any of Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Oh, fuck.
No.
Shaun. Jesus Christ, man.
I'm bad. I didn't even like Night of the Roxbury.
Well, that's dumb, but I back in the day, that was kind of cool, and all that sort of stuff. But Always Sunny in Philadelphia is very kind of cynical, pessimistic kind of humor. So I think you probably would like that. It's not super dumb humor. I mean, it kind of is every now and then. I always like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I really liked. That was kind of more kind of.
See, I like that. I like that. I like The Office. What's the main actor out of The Office? That's
which one? Ricky Gervais.
The American one.
Oh, Steve Carell.
Yeah, so I like his humor. I think he's quite funny and everything. And like I liked Rowan Atkinson. I think his humor is
Rowan Atkinson is a boss. Have you seen his stand-up that he did in like the late 80s, early 90s?
No, I don't think so.
So it was like a lot, like obviously it was like a stand-up, but it was all sketches. And it's so good. Like he does like dating advice for men and like a Shakespeare kind of a thing. And it's really good. I'll send you a link to, I'll send you a link to it if I can find it, but it is hilarious. Like,
I love Eddie Murphy's humor. I thought he's great. Like I loved all the Beverly Hills and his stand-up comedy. And
I'm wondering if it's more to do with just the film or the TV series that it is, rather than this specific kind of comedy.
Hey, maybe. I don't know. But
Like,
yeah, anyway, I was very controversial, and my whole audience turned on me last night. Grace was there, so I was like, okay, well, this is, but it's interesting. It's it's only personal taste, and this is what I always say about films. Like, a lot of people don't like the Fast and the Furious franchise and everything like that. But for me, I've always said I know exactly what I'm going to get from that, which is just cheap popcorn, not thinking, over the top stunts, movies. So I'm not kind of expecting anything else but that from it. So I kind of enjoyed that. But I guess I've stopped kind of trying to listen to what other people think about movies and just go and watch them and really just kind of form my own opinion, whether that is
fair enough, man.
agreeable with other people or not agreeable. I don't try and convince anyone one way or the other, but it was an interesting experience last night. So
I mean, that's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough. I just recently started watching Peacemaker.
That is great.
I think it's hilarious. I think a fourth episode's coming out tonight on HBO Max. I don't know how you guys get it. Is it available on
streaming? It's a thing called Binge. So,
I binged all 3 episodes. I think either yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday, and I loved it. I thought I kind of feel like John Cena. I'm like, this is that's who he is. That's the character that he like. I kind of feel like that's his personality. Like just a kind of a big, massive goofball, kind of a lovable thing. Like I loved it as soon as the opening credits occurred, and just I was like, oh my god, look at this! It says, and it's so James Gunn as well. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna be crass. I'm gonna be violent, whatever. And like all the support.
He's very clever at the way he uses music as well. I feel like he takes a lot from like those 80s and 90s where a lot of films used music in certain places to kind of really highlight what was happening. Like for me, You're the Best. Like, just every time I hear that, I just think of Karate Kid and I just want to kick someone in the face. Type of thing. And
Rocky and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
You've got the touch out of Transformers. I just want to open up my but he and Guardians of the Galaxy did that super well, and the way he tied that into the film is great.
Tarantino as well. Like Tarantino really loves. Like he kind of uses music that most people don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
And I think James Gunn, to a degree, does that too. But I've admired James Gunn for quite a while. I loved Dawn of the Dead, which he wrote, the remake that Zack Snyder did. I liked his Slither, I think it was called. Do you remember? Yep. Have you seen Slither?
Yep. Yeah, love that.
I thought that was really kind of cool. That was like, it's like I wouldn't say a parody. It was like an homage to B-grade horror films from the 80s and all that sort of stuff. He did this series that I think is on YouTube. It's like porn parodies or PG porn. That's it. And it's wrong, but it's hilarious because it's like, what if porns were PG? And it's, I think he got a bit of controversy over it or something like that, but it's you see his humor like in this kind of modern stuff, so I think it's pretty cool.
I reckon if we can get to $20,000, I will create a Fractured Shards karaoke party.
Oh my god.
But we need to reach to $20,000 by the end of the campaign. So someone Snapchat or this me saying this, it's going live and it's probably being recorded on YouTube anyway. But if we get to $20,000, we will do a Fractured Shards karaoke party for everyone that's backed the project. I think that's
also as well. Like we've made our stretch goal.
Yeah. So, did we?
Yeah, we just made our stretch goal.
Oh, thank you so much to the backers that have supported. That's amazing. Let me give a shout out to those that have backed. We have Vanessa, thank you very much, Vanessa. We have had Martha, thank you very much. Katerina, thank you very much for backing the project. Angela, and also Sabine. I absolutely love the name Sabine. Ever since that's been on Star Wars Rebels, I've absolutely loved that name. So, there we go. Sabine, thank you so much.
It's because
that's amazing. And Vanessa, yes.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
But, yeah, you guys are amazing. This is what I love doing this. And Dan, you said to me straight away, you said Days of Our Lives fans are the best fans out there. Yeah. So that's you've proved it. Thank you so much, guys. So, but yeah, as I said, we've got the 2 limited edition prints up. I will chuck the link back in. Myself. Signed, which is amazing, to actually have these signed.
We'll have an add-on where you can personalize it as well.
Yep. So I'll do that. Do that after the show is finished, but we'll do the personalization. So, which is great. So, it's actually pronounced Sabina. Sabina. Is it? Okay. I think that's an Australian thing. We like to shorten everything. So, and
is it Sabina, or you put S-A-N? Is it Sanbina or Sabina? Please help us with that, Sabina.
Yeah. This is why I hate pronouncing people's names, because I feel like I put that absolute bogan accent on it and bungle up everyone's name. So, hi Janet as well. Hi from Shaun. I know you wanted it from Dan, but
yeah. It's like if I learned another language, it'd be like merci and
that's buongiorno, mate. Like
buongiorno, mate. How you going?
When I went to Italy, my wife, her family's half Irish and Scottish. So she's quite good with languages and accents and everything like that. But whenever I tried to do a Irish accent, she goes, "You always sound like a pirate." She goes, We're not pirates. I'm like, to be sure. She's like, I'm not a pirate. So, yeah.
I know. I did an Irish play. I think what was it? It was a Martin Madonna play. Congratulations, Chrissy. I'm glad that you're out of the woods now.
Yeah.
What was it? It was Beauty Queen of Lenan. And that's what I did. Hey, Kristen. Beauty Queen of Lenan, and I had to do an Irish accent. I played Ray Dooley. I will not attempt to do the Irish accent because I had plenty of time to practice it when I did that particular play. But yeah, it's hard sometimes doing language. I just think if I learned another language, I'd be just god awful.
Yeah.
The accent, shall we say? I probably know how to say it, but the accent would just be terrible.
Yeah. I think you talked about this one time where you were trying to do a Russian. I auditioned for WandaVision. I auditioned for her dad in that little flashback sequence. And we had to speak in a Russian accent, but also speak Russian. And I'm like, why am I going for this? I cannot speak Russian. I'm just going to absolutely... And we had to do it that day. It was a self-tape, thank God. So I was just reading it off a card. But I was like Google translating and trying to listen to it and everything like that. And I played it to a friend of mine who could speak Russian, and he watched the video and he was like, he said, like, every now and then you did it correctly, but for the most part, you just sounded like those Swedish chefs on the Muppets.
And there's me doing a Russian accent. Oh, so speaking in Russian, and I was like, well, I mean, they just want to see you do something, and obviously they pick someone who actually can speak Russian properly and look completely different to me. But it was a fun audition nonetheless. But I did not get it, as you know.
I'm not sure if you're up for this, but I would definitely be up for this one.
Where's the E. Joan option? Half Dan, half Shaun. Hey, we'll make it a one and only. It's like there's only one in existence. It's $500. We'll make it an NFT. That's what we'll do.
An NFT, yes. It's funny that you brought that up. I'm actually looking at releasing the first cover of Fractured Shards as an NFT. So looking at that very soon, which would be very cool for those people that are out there that love that. So miss you from Maryland Spartacon. Yes. Yes. I enjoyed that. That was fun. You'd be an awesome Irishman. Oh, geez. We've got Love You on Days. Yes, if you love EJ on Days, then go and grab one of those prints. You grab one of these. It's up on the Kickstarter at the moment. Comes signed, limited to only 50. That is worldwide. Signed by both the actress and Dan. So 100%. If you love him on Days, grab one of these. You also get all the Fractured Shard stuff on top of that, which is amazing as well. So
yeah, completely off topic. I would not like to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan right now.
Well, this is interesting. Dan, I've met you on a Zoom event. I was going to be seeing you in Jekyll this weekend before I got postponed.
Yes. No, we decided to postpone it because we just think all the limitations and the regulations, it just would not have been the most fun event. It's kind of like, it'd be like, oh, we're doing a convention behind plexiglass and you can't actually really interact properly. So just while it's spiking, it's going to go down fairly soon, but it'll get postponed until probably summertime or something like that. And then I'll be definitely looking forward to seeing you in Sarasota, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in Jekyll when we get it all up and running again.
Because you're a cuddler, aren't you, mate? You like to interact with people.
When we do photos, like I just kind of feel it would just be silly if we were just standing next to each other, kind of going or 6 feet apart, wearing masks and shit.
I didn't realize, but I'd seen some of the Fan Expo ones, and I was like, oh, why are both people leaning like this? Because you know how sometimes, even though we're all in the camera, when someone's like, oh, say cheese, and you're trying to get everyone in, everyone kind of leans, even though that they don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And then I realized it's because they've literally got a perspex glass in between the actor and where you come in to take the photo. And it's kind of weird because it's like, if I got to see, someone that I really want to meet and everything, if I was not even able to go and kind of shake their hand to say, oh, I really enjoyed you in XYZ movies or whatever, and you literally just threw this perspex glass, it's kind of a little bit weird. It's really changed what conventions are kind of like. So,
I mean, the whole experience of a convention is you're going and you're paying a lot of money to see this person in person and interact with this person. It's different from a Zoom call. It's different from messaging or something like that. And it's the whole point of in doing the photos, I would enjoy doing the one-on-one photos because you get to be silly and you get to have personality and you get to interact and kind of make this person feel like they've paid money and it's worth it. And I kind of feel like if you're going to something, you're we're just in the and we're in plexiglass. It's crap, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I get it. You're trying to kind of mitigate things, and people want things to kind of continue because they need the money and they need to their businesses to kind of continue going. But at the moment, I just think it's kind of silly.
Yeah, yeah. I have to admit, you like doing the Rebels convention in Paris. Like you guys really did provide an experience. That convention was a real experience. You know, you got to interact with you guys on so many different levels, whether that was, you know, on stage, whether that was in photos, because some of the photos from that convention are just absolutely gold
Yeah.
type of thing. So, you know, it is like that. But I've got a really good question here from Josie. Is it hard to not let your accent slip in emotional scenes during Days of Our Lives? Because for this, compared to your other acting, you're doing so much, all of it. Is there times where you're like, oh, whoops, there's the Aussie slang that comes out or anything?
I hear it, and then sometimes if I watch a scene or like somebody posts a scene, I can hear when I slip. I don't worry about it now. It's just too much dialogue, and I'm really comfortable with the accent. It will slip in occasionally, and so I'm just like, that's, you know, like there's just no amount of time to just go, okay, I need to practice this entire like, just say I'm shooting 2 episodes, 3 episodes in a day, which is like, it can be like 40, 50 pages. Thanks, Janet. I appreciate it. She's a lovely human being to work with. Like, if just say, for example, if I was doing a movie and I had ample amount of time to work on this script, it's just this one script, and I had all of these scenes, then I would be able to kind of really work on like perfecting the accent. And so with this, I use my experience of like kind of doing a neutral British accent on Spartacus. I've spent a lot of time in the UK, and I have had RP training with an RP accent person. And so I use all of that I can to kind of get out as much as I possibly can with the script. And yes, occasionally it does slip. It does occasionally slip when I get emotional, because you're kind of like, you're not thinking about the accent, you're just connecting. But it is what it is. And for the most part, I think I do a pretty good job. And then it slips every now and then, but I can't beat myself up over that because I'll work myself up.
Yeah. And have you, that's a good question as well. Have you actually met the previous EJ, the actor that played?
No, I haven't. He left the show, I think, 5 years ago, and he went back to UK. So I've never met him. No.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize it was a British actor. So
yeah, so his accent was pretty good. And I mean, a number of people on the show still are good friends with him, so they say, you know, lovely things about him. So thank you very much, Elaine. Watching Spartacus, I love, every now and then it pops up on TV, and I'll watch a little bit of it, and it takes me back. And it was a real pleasure to be a part of that show, and it changed my life. I have all the thanks in the world to Rob Tappert and Stephen DeKnight and the entire cast and crew who created that, and they literally changed my life. So I'm very happy.
I have to admit myself, there's not a lot of series that I go back and rewatch. But I have to say, Spartacus is one of those series where I'll just get like an inkling of going, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind just watching it from start to finish again. And I don't know whether it's maybe because it's only, you know, 3 seasons or 4 seasons with the prequel. You know, I'm not sure whether it's that, but it kind of, you know, it's one of those ones that no matter how many times I watch it, I always seem to enjoy that rewatching. I'm not going, oh, okay, I know this is coming, and I know this and I know that. I always seem to get sucked back into that story, sucked back into that connection that all the characters have. And you know, to have people still talk about this series, you know, 10 years on, about how good it is, must make you feel like pretty good in regards to being a part of something like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, like, there is this there's this funny element where, like we started that back in 2009. So that's how long ago we did the first season. And then we finished the last season 2012, and then 2013 it came out. And it's just been one of those slow drips. Like now that Stars has become a much more well-known network, especially with Outlander and Black Sails and other what is it, like the White Queen or something like that. People are Flesh and Bone as well. A lot of people are a lot more familiar with it, and they, will take a look at it. It's on Amazon. It was on Netflix. I think Netflix is what shot it up way more. And people were discovering for the very first time, which is really cool. And so we got like a whole new, fresh amount of people who were like, "Oh, dude, that was really awesome. Really liked it." And so it's really cool. I mean, it's still, I think, still relatively under the radar, but it was a pleasure to be a part of. And I just had a sit down and a coffee with a new friend of mine who let me know how amazing it felt. Like he's a gay man, and he was like, dude, it was the most amazing thing ever to have you, spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't watched it, just earmuffs right now. Spoiler alert, that my character and Nazir, my babe, we survived at the end because the gay characters never survived. And we were the heroes at the end, kind of walking away to a new life. And he said he was like on his couch kind of crying because it was something so magical and powerful for him. And for me, it's like, oh, like I had no idea. I had no idea that it would have such an impact on people's lives. And I've had so many people message me and say, like, you got me through a hard time. And it was like my first gay superhero, shall we say, at least kind of in like maybe television. I don't know, like there's probably been like gay characters before and superheroes and comic books and things like that, but I'm not too sure. But this is just what people tell me. And it's an honor to have been a part of that. And I'm very, very grateful. And as I said before, Rob and Stephen, like they changed my life, and I'll be forever grateful for them. And I love the impact.
I think what set this apart was that it literally made no reference to any of the characters' sexualities. Like it didn't highlight or emphasize the sexual orientation of any of the characters. It was, this is what the character is, and this is who they are, and this is who they fell in love with. And it was so genuine, or it felt so genuine in the series that it wasn't something, it wasn't a storyline in regards to going, oh, to get more watchers, we're going to do this, and we're going to take the story in this direction. It just felt very natural, and I think that's the difference between a lot of other characters that have been put out there. It's like, oh, we're doing this because we need a gay character in this series, or we're doing this because blah blah blah, and this did not feel like that at all. And I've got a few friends that are gay, and they say the same thing, that just seeing such a natural couple, but both masculine and fighters, and almost that superhero type, is you kind of don't get that in a lot of shows. So
yeah. Well, probably one of my favorite gay characters was like Omar Epps not Omar Epps, that's a real person. Omar in The Wire. Like he was a badass, but yeah, I agree with it. It was kind of, because back then I think in Roman times it didn't matter. No one cared. Like no one gave a shit.
Well,
like,
no. And I don't know whether this is like they say that back in those times that there was a belief that it was a way that they shared knowledge as well, which is not scientifically right, but that was also where a lot of older men had sex with younger men, and that was around the they were saying around their sharing of knowledge and everything like that. So I'm guessing that comes from like their seed and all that type of stuff. But it is quite interesting. But I just want to throw up because as we've been rambling on here, answering some questions. Dude, the project has literally just passed $17,000.
Damn, that's like $2,500 in this.
You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Like seriously, like this has been like, we've been on for 55 minutes, and to be able to generate that much in this short amount of time is just. Guys, thank you so much. It's amazing.
Well, we're getting close to that karaoke party.
Yeah, everyone wants that karaoke party, and I do. Disclaimer warning: I am tone deaf, and,
Me too.
I'm pretty bad at singing. So, although I don't mind belting out a bit of Metallica, mate. I know you wouldn't mind that either. So,
I love it. Yeah, I think people are going to be excited about this particular tier. Like, once again, we'll start advertising it tomorrow for the masses, and then it's limited supply. There's only 50 of each, so you got to get in quick. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like, we haven't discussed whether or not we'll add more, but we'll see how we go first.
Cool. If Tina is on the chat, please give us a shout out. But Tina literally backed the massive reward. So the one-on-one with you. If people don't know, that
wonder it went up so high.
Yes, which is amazing. So if people
Tina,
don't know,
thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so we appreciate that so much. So Tina, if you're watching, thank you so much. We appreciate your support, and we'll make this one-on-one experience pretty exciting for you as well.
Absolutely.
Which is
how many
amazing.
more of those one-on-ones do we have?
Let me double check. I think we've got 4 more. So still a few, and as we've said, we understand that it is a lot of money. Yep. So we've got 4 left. It's 1,500 Australian dollars. But we have said, and Dan's agreed to, that if you want to get together with 10 other friends and have that whole 1 hour session with Dan, that you can do that also. So all pitch in together back on that level, and we can do that as well, which is really cool. A lot of the previous backers from last time said that was one of the most awesome rewards that they had, was doing the one-on-one sessions and everything. We've got cheap options at about the $400 mark for 15 minutes, and you do that with a group of other people. But that one-on-1 hour session is pretty cool.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Everybody's super nice, and definitely looking forward to it. So if you want to get one of those tiers, as I said, get together with like 10 of your friends or 15 of your friends. Pay like 150 if you got 10, and then if you got 15, it's like obviously 100. Let's see, Esther, where do you donate? Shaun,
I will drop the link in. I'll drop the link in again to all the different chat places, because people are jumping on and off while we're live here. It's over at Kickstarter. Esther, if you haven't backed on Kickstarter before, you literally just select the reward on the side here. So if you click on that link, it'll take you to this page. You scroll down on the side here. There is a bunch of different rewards, and you literally just hover over the top of it. It'll turn green, and you can select that reward. The rewards start as little as $8 for Volume 2, or $12 for digital copies of Volume 1 and 2. So there's something pretty much at every level for people. So, and Tina is here. Hey, Tina, thank you so much. Happy to back it. We appreciate you, Tina. Thank you so much. So.
What one hell of a birthday, huh? Love it, love it, love it.
I hope everyone is well and can possibly be. That is right, mate. We are the one thing that I've always enjoyed about doing this Fractured Shards Kickstarter is the community that we've built around this. And you'll notice that even in the chat, there's a few people that are just talking amongst themselves because they've gotten to know each other from all around the world and kind of interact with each other when we do these streams, which is pretty amazing. So and Tina said you're welcome. Thank you so much. So
no, thank you, Tina, and I hope you're feeling better too.
Tina is an awesome lady in a Days fandom. There we go. See, like you said, they had the best fans, Days of Our Lives. So
most definitely, most definitely. What are we doing here? What am I looking at? All right, just checking some stuff. Yeah, do you want to just? I have to quickly run to the bathroom, but can you just show once again the Ijami and Ijoli? Or Ijoli?
Okay.
I'm saying Ijoli, but it's not true.
I know, because I've said it once and now I've got it in your head.
So, yeah, I know. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Okay. So, guys, as we announced at the start of the show, as part of this Fractured Shards campaign, we've got 2 limited edition Days of Our Lives prints. They're going to be A4 in size, and they are going to be both signed by the actresses that play either Sammy or Nicole on Days of Our Lives, so Alison Sweeney and Ari, and also Dan will be signing these. Now, the options that you have is they are $150 individual pledges on the actual Kickstarter, or if you have already backed the Kickstarter, you can add these limited edition prints onto your existing pledge level by just selecting it in the add-on section. So, which is absolutely amazing. So, I'll show. So that's the Sammy one there. Let me pull up the Nicole one. And that's the EJ and Nicole one. So we've got one more print that we're looking at doing. It's just not finished at the moment. So looking forward to that as well. So, but thank you to everyone that has come along to this stream. We really appreciate your support. We've had amazing amount of backers while we've been live on here. We've had 7 or 8 backers back while we've been live. Again, any help sharing that link out really helps us, especially those people that are Days of Our Lives fan. If you are in Days of Our Lives groups or anything like that, if you're able to share around the link, that would be amazing. What we'll do is we'll post these images up on Dan's social medias as well, so that you can kind of grab the images and show people what they will be getting as well. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So is there anything else that you want to say, man? Or
no, just like reiterating what you just said. Like, thank you so much to everyone who's followed us from the very, very beginning. Thank you for everybody who's pledged. I think it's like 240 people have pledged overall so far.
Yep.
We've reached our 15 grand stretch goal. So we get like that little, I posted a little image on my social media the other day. Everybody who will get a physical copy or a digital copy of it, depending on what tier you've bought. Everybody who's pledged today, Tina, thank you once again. Like, greatly appreciate you. I'll advertise it more tomorrow. If you want to share it once I start advertising it, that'd be phenomenal. And I'm looking forward to getting all those photos signed and sent off to you, and getting volume 2 out to people, getting the little spin-off universe that we got, and getting cracking on volume 3, 4, 5 and beyond. And like, if it wasn't for people like you, we would not be able to do what we did. So it's all for you guys, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, Bella, they have been sent out this week. So you should receive an email confirmation from Australia Post saying that it has been sent out. So that will most likely come to you either Monday or Tuesday, and you'll be able to track where that package is. So I was down to the last 40 packages, which were all international packages that I've been sending out. So it's good. On volume 2, we literally got all of the what they call flats done, which is the flat colors before they do all the really cool effects and everything. So all of that has been done for volume 2. Then the spin-off single issue that we've got, which is called Quilla. All the artwork is done with that, and we are going to we're just organizing the colorist for that at the moment, and that is a all-female creative team, and that will be we'll be doing a lot of advertising around that project in March, which is International Women's Month, and this year it is Break the Bias, and we thought the comic book industry is very male dominated, so to have a full female creative team on a comic book series we're extremely excited about, and we'll be doing a lot of advertising, interviews, and talking about that project. Then and April we will have all of the volume 2 rewards fulfilled, which is phenomenal.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you again for joining us. Dan, thank you so much for your time, mate. I know
it's always a pleasure.
And we appreciate it. And everyone else, have a great day and stay safe.
Thanks very much, everyone. Appreciate you all.